Welcome back to the Community Corner podcast, where we explore companies in the S500 through the lens of behavioral finance. I'm Arnav.
And I'm Nikhil. Today, we're turning our focus to Kellanova, a newly formed company after the split of Kellogg Company into two entities. Kellanova focuses on global snacking, cereals, and plant-based foods. We'll explore how behavioral finance influences their strategic decisions, DEI efforts, adaptation to market changes, and how they compare to other companies in the food and beverage industry. Let's dive in.
Kellanova has inherited a strong legacy from Kellogg, but from a behavioral finance perspective, how do biases like the recency effect and the halo effect influence their decision-making, particularly as they establish their brand identity and expand their product lines?
The recency effect is likely to influence Kellanova as they build on the recent successes of their predecessor, Kellogg. This bias might lead them to overemphasize recent trends in consumer behavior, such as the growing demand for plant-based foods, while potentially overlooking the long-term sustainability of these trends. The halo effect can also play a role, where Kellanova might leverage the strong brand reputation of Kellogg to introduce new products or enter new markets, assuming that the positive associations with Kellogg will automatically transfer to their new offerings. While this can be an effective strategy, it also carries the risk of overconfidence, where the company might underestimate the challenges of establishing a distinct identity separate from Kellogg.
This focus on leveraging the Kellogg legacy can help Kellanova quickly establish itself in the market, appealing to investors who are optimistic about the new company's potential.
Exactly. Kellanova's strategy to capitalize on Kellogg's brand equity can provide a strong foundation, but it's essential for them to innovate and differentiate themselves to ensure long-term success. They need to be careful not to rely too heavily on past successes and should remain open to exploring new opportunities that align with changing consumer preferences.
Let's discuss diversity, equity, and inclusion at Kellanova. As a global food company, how does DEI intersect with their business strategy, and what can we learn from this through the lens of behavioral finance?
DEI is crucial for Kellanova, particularly as they aim to establish a strong global presence in the snacking and plant-based food markets. From a behavioral finance perspective, embracing DEI can enhance the company's decision-making processes by incorporating diverse perspectives, which is essential in a consumer-driven industry. A diverse workforce can help Kellanova better understand and cater to the varied tastes and preferences of their global customer base. For investors, Kellanova's commitment to DEI can signal a progressive and socially responsible company, which is increasingly attractive in today's market. Additionally, strong DEI practices can foster innovation, which is critical for a company looking to differentiate itself in a competitive industry.
Investors are definitely considering DEI as an important factor, especially in consumer-facing industries where understanding diverse customer needs is key to success.
That's right. By embedding DEI into their corporate culture, Kellanova not only enhances its market appeal but also positions itself as a leader in providing products that resonate with a broad and diverse customer base. This focus on inclusivity can also help attract top talent, which is essential for driving innovation and growth.
Moving on to market adaptation, Kellanova operates in a rapidly evolving food and beverage industry. How does the company adapt to changing consumer preferences and market conditions, and how does behavioral finance influence this strategy?
Kellanova's ability to adapt to changing market conditions is critical, especially as they navigate their transition from Kellogg and establish their brand identity. From a behavioral finance perspective, the company's strategy involves balancing innovation with risk management. They need to be proactive in responding to consumer trends such as the increasing demand for healthier and plant-based options, while also being mindful of the risks associated with new product launches and market expansions. The challenge lies in avoiding the status quo bias, where they might be tempted to stick with familiar strategies that worked for Kellogg, rather than exploring new avenues that could drive future growth.
This adaptability is key for Kellanova, especially as they face competition from both established food companies and newer, more agile players in the snacking and plant-based food markets.
Exactly. Kellanova's success will depend on their ability to innovate and stay ahead of emerging trends, while also managing the risks associated with being a new company in a competitive industry. They must continue to evolve and adapt to maintain their relevance and achieve long-term growth.
Now, let's compare Kellanova to other companies in the food and beverage industry, like Mondelez International, Nestlé, and PepsiCo. How do Kellanova's behavioral finance dynamics differ?
Kellanova's dynamics are often compared to other food industry leaders like Mondelez International, Nestlé, and PepsiCo, particularly in their approach to brand building, product innovation, and market adaptation. Kellanova's emphasis on leveraging the Kellogg legacy while focusing on snacking and plant-based foods appeals to investors looking for growth in these high-demand areas. Mondelez, with its strong focus on snacks, shares similar market dynamics but with a broader and more established portfolio. Nestlé and PepsiCo, with their diversified portfolios, offer a wider range of products that cater to different consumer needs. Kellanova's specialization in snacking and plant-based foods provides a focused value proposition, but it also means they must excel in these niches to establish themselves as a leader.
And unlike Nestlé or PepsiCo, which have highly diversified portfolios, Kellanova's strength lies in its focused approach to global snacking and plant-based foods, allowing it to build deep expertise and a strong market presence in these areas.
Absolutely. Each of these companies has its own behavioral finance dynamics that influence how investors perceive their value. For Kellanova, the focus on specialization and innovation provides a unique value proposition in the food and beverage industry.
To sum up, Kellanova's approach to business is heavily influenced by behavioral finance principles, whether it's through their brand building strategies, DEI initiatives, or market adaptation. But like all companies, they must navigate the biases and perceptions that can influence investor behavior.
That's right. Understanding these dynamics offers a clearer picture of what drives Kellanova's stock price and where the potential risks and rewards lie.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of the Community Corner podcast. Until next time, I'm Arnav.
And I'm Nikhil. Stay curious and keep questioning the narratives.